Greetings, my name is Beverly D, and this is True Prediction T. And this is a general reading for Cancer for the month of August in the year 2019. So, Cancer, let's see what is going on with you in this month of August that's here. So we're going to see how life have evolved for you, Cancer. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Well, let me put this over here so you are able to see what is going on. Okay, Cancer. All righty. So what I'm seeing here, Cancer, is that a lot of you Cancers, your third eye is like wide open. And for those of you, some of you, your third eye was halfway open, little open. But this is, I feel like, Cancer, your eye is like totally open now. So you have some very strong spiritual insight that you see here. I also see here two Virgos that I feel like that there is a very strong bond that I see that's going on here. I feel like that this could also be dealing with a relationship, and I feel like career is concerned. So I feel like that the things that you're putting together, Cancer, I don't know, I hear Virgo, but the things that you're putting together, Cancers, I feel like that is strong. Things is nothing flimsy. Everything is bonded, a strong bond here. I'm also seeing here too that some of you Cancers, I feel like that your belief, I feel like there's some things here that you might have been involved in. You might didn't have a strong belief. You were kind of, hesitant, a little doubtful, but now I don't feel that energy around you, Cancer. Some of you Cancers, I feel like a lot of you self-esteem has really risen to a level that it's never been before. And so because of some of these things here, you are witnessing some success where it was hard for you to get to the success, and now you've been witnessing. You're going to be taking off, Cancer, like a rocket ship now. And so where you were dealing with rough energy, where you were kind of, some of you Cancers were kind of tied down here, and so now there's a releasing energy that is going on. So now it's like you're not held back. Now you're able to fly. Now you're able to go where they say go to places that you've never been before. And so there's a lot of expansion, a lot of newness, a lot of like taking in fresh air. So I feel also here that there's a release, a let go. So some of you Virgos have been in mentally, emotionally bondage, and you have been released now. And because you've been released, it's like there's no stopping you at this point here, Cancer. I'm also seeing here too where I feel like that a lot of you Cancers, because of what you've been through, it has made you a master. So you have master situations now. You good now because you've been through certain things and you made it through it. So a lot of you definitely have learned what you're supposed to do and what you need to do. I'm also saying you letting it flow. You definitely letting it flow. So you are embracing your success, your release. I'm really feeling, Cancer, a major release. It's kind of like a person holding their breath, and you about to faint, you about to pass out because you holding your breath, and then all of a sudden you able to breathe, and that just, it's just a major release. I'm also seeing here too that some Cancers here have been dealing with hurtful situations, and now they're able to release it, they're able to let it go, and that's another form of release. So you've been holding your heart here, you've been protecting it, scared to really let it experience love. And I do feel like that for those of you that has been doing that, you will be able to let it go. I'm also seeing here too, I feel a lot of strength that I see that's here, because I feel you standing on solid ground here. I feel here cancers that you are making decisions here. You're making them quickly, and so because you have this release, you're not holding back. You just letting it go now. And so you you have the belief and the confidence in what you're doing, and that's another reason that you are able to let this energy flow that's here. And so I'm picking up that there's going to be I don't know, a cancer, some cancer here. Y'all dealing with some Virgos because they keep trying to come in. And so I feel like that there's a flow of energy that's here. I'm seeing here that you are not wasted any time. Some of you cancers are definitely going to be in a meaningful relationship. Some is going to be new. But some of you cancers that is in a relationship, I feel like that relationship is going to a whole deeper, newer level. It's almost like being in a new relationship because you haven't been at this level with this relationship. And so a lot of you cancers is going to be experiencing much deeper love here. I'm also seeing here too that I feel like that communication is very strong. A lot of you cancers are very insightful, very intuitive, and I do feel like that you have been listening very intensely now. And because that you have been listening, you hear it or you get it, you got it. And so you got what you need to get done, what you need to get done here. I'm also seeing some of you cancers are also going to be able, you're in the process of making major changes, so you are able to end things and start things at the same time here. And you believe in yourself, you believe in your dreams, you believe in what you want to do here. It's also saying at one point that some of you cancers you couldn't really see, you didn't understand, but that's not happening right now because you got very strong insight, so you definitely can see. And some of you cancers have been dealing with people that they can't see what you see, and so you're not letting them hold you back. They very stubborn, and so it's like, okay, I'm not gonna try to break through that stubbornness. If your eyes is closed, that's fine, but I can see, and I am going to be able to see where I'm going, so I'm not bumping my head. It's also saying here too where I feel that some of you cancers, I see some major healing going on here. So some of you have been dealing with a little illness, a little sickness here, but I see healing. I feel that there are some cancers here that might have been dealing with arthritis in the hand, in the arm or the foot or something like that. I'm seeing some healing that's going on. I also see here too that I feel like that there are some cancers here that are healers, and they really going to witness the degree and strength of their healing, how deep that they are. So some of you cancers are being healers, and some of you cancers will be healed during this time. A lot of you cancers is in a rebuilding energy here, so you are rebuilding. It's almost like when you have a fire or a tornado coming, it tears your house down, and you got good insurance, and so now you are rebuilding, and things are better now. What you putting in now is better than what you have, because you get new kitchen, new bath, new everything. So your rebuilding energy here is very strong and very powerful. And also you have the support, a lot of support, Cancer, that I see. I see personal support, I see support support here around you. So you got personal support and career support. So you would have support on the job, career, your business, and you will have the support from a very strong relationship. So you got some very good support that I see that's here. I'm also seeing here too that I feel like that some of you Virgos, oops, see, I told you, Cancer, this Virgo energy wants to keep coming in. So Cancer, you got some kind of connection with a Virgo here. I'm also seeing here too that I feel like that some of you Cancers has been putting off making a decision about ending something or quitting something here. And now I feel like in the month of August that you will have the strength to be able to make that decision. So there's some closure that's going to be going on here with some of you Cancers, and you will be able to make that closure here. And so you will be able to see progress, and it's like learning to walk, you know, it's like taking one step at a time, and that's the energy that I'm seeing here with many of you Cancers. And I'm also seeing here too that you're doing things very settled, very quietly. You're not broadcasting what you're doing, so you're not going to deal with a lot of opposition because of that. Some of you Cancers, I feel like that you really have a powerful relationship here. And again, that's with dealing with this card here. I feel like that relationship is huge, a lot of love here that's going on. I also see here too where it seems like there's a Cancer that you can be receiving a lot of love, and not just on a personal level, but it's like what you do. You know, you're doing things out of love. You receiving love. You love what you do here. And so I just feel this abundance of love energy that I see that's there with you, coming from a position of love. I also see here too that you have what you need in the middle of your hand. It's like it's all in your hand here. So this is an energy here that you can also be multitasking, but I feel like that whatever it is that you are doing, anticipate on doing, whatever decisions that you make, it's all in your hands here, like and you have the controlling factor here as far as which way things go. And so I feel like that this is again, I keep seeing a quiet, a subtleness kind of vibration that's here. I also see here too that some Cancers that you might be grieving about something, but you're doing it quietly, you're doing it personally, you're not just, you know, making a spectacle. And then you get your grieving over with, and then you move on and continue with life here. I'm also seeing here too that I feel like Virgo, see there? Virgo is really strong on a lot of you Cancers. I'm also seeing here two Cancers that I feel like that you are listening, and I feel like that others are listening to you. I'm also seeing here too that you're getting a lot of wisdom, a lot of information. This is a lot of universal information that I see that's here. I feel like that this information is spreading, but I feel like you're going right to the source and getting the information, and that's how come I feel like that the information, the communication is flowing here. And so I just feel like that this is an energy here that you listening, and because you're listening, you believing. So a lot of you Cancers here have a lot of confidence that I see that's here, a lot of belief that's going on here. So it's like things is really materializing here. Some of you Cancers, I feel like you might have been dealing with some headaches, some migraine headaches here. I do feel, and that's where I feel the healing energy coming in. So some of you, I feel like that will be able to get rid of these migraine headaches. And I don't see them reoccurring as often as they have been. And so you will be able to get rid of that and other things that has been bothering you Cancer. So I feel like that this is a time where you are putting things away that needs to be put away. A lot of worrying. I feel like not going to be there. So you are finalizing things. You are, getting yourself where you want to be. So you coming out of that I call it the negative moment, the negative thinking, the negative energy. So you turning that around. And so because you turning it around, you're not dealing with that force, that energy. So you are definitely rising. You on top of your game, as they say. You on top of things here, Cancer, because you're not dealing with the negativity that's there. And so it all starting here with your your crown chakra here. And so it's because you are listening. You have put yourself in a high place. You coming from a high position. Some of you Cancers are definitely going to be moving up to a high position. And when I say high position, I'm talking about positions that you thought was out of reach for you, that you thought, oh no, it's no way that I can get that position. But it's going to be easy. Some of you, the position is going to come to you. Some of you, the position is not going to be hard to get. So I just feel like that a lot of you Cancers are in a high position. I also see here too that for some of you Cancers that have been feeling lonely or have been alone, that's getting ready to end. And so I feel like that you are not accepting the loneliness or being alone. So you are making changes here to make that to come out of that energy that's there. And that's what this 5 energy represents, change. And so you have to be the one to get out of that lonely vibration. And that's what I see that's going on for some of you Cancers that has been dealing with some kind of loneliness here, or doing something by yourself, and now you will be able to have the support that you need and that you want. I also see here too that I feel like that there's going to be a Cancer. You are going to get your point across. And I do feel like that people are going to really, really understand and hear what you are saying, because there's a lot of the listening energy that's here. So I feel like that there's going to be a Cancer here that's really going to be able to speak and be able to move things from their vibration of speech here. And so that's very, very powerful here when you are able to use your vibration of speech to move things. And that's what energy is about. It's about movement and where you want to move it. So it's kind of like a magician kind of energy, how they can take something and move it from one place and the other place, and it looks like magic. Also, this is a time here for many of you Cancers where it's like you really looking at yourself and you really understanding who you are. And so you're saying, wow, I didn't understand who I am, and now you're discovering who you are. I also see here too that it's like you are embracing opportunity. You're not running from it, you are embracing it. And so you are able to walk through the door of opportunity, and there is no limits. That's why you see the sky that's there. And you're not going to let anybody interfere with you going through your door of opportunity. And you discovering, a lot of you Cancers, that you are the one that's been in your way. It's nobody else that's been in there. You've been blocking yourself. And so a lot of you Cancers is awakening to this energy of self-discovery here, of understanding that it's been you. And so now you are embracing your door of opportunity here, and you definitely are going through it. And you're not going to let yourself stop you. It's also saying here too that I feel like that you got options. And so you make a decision who you want to deal with, when you want to deal with, and why you want to deal with certain things here. So you have options that's here. You're not forced to do anything that you don't want to do. You the one is the captain of your ship. You the one that's making the decision. You are standing strong. I also see a Cancer where it feels like that you could be kind of like double teamed here, so they could kind of, you know how you have someone, one person can't get you to move or whatever it is. It's a group, you get a couple of more people and then they feel like that they can get you, but you standing strong here. Cancer. So it doesn't matter 1, 2, 3, 50. It doesn't matter. You're standing in your decision. You're standing strong here. And I feel like that there's people that's going to get frustrated, but because you're not budging, but you are determined. You have this very strong determination that I see. I also see here, Cancer, that you have the knowledge. You definitely know what to do. You got the blueprint here, and the blueprint is the foundation. So what you're doing here, you got very strong foundation. That just popped right on out there. Okay, it's also saying here too, where I feel like that there is an energy here of some kind of coming together in a relationship. So, and some of you Cancers, I feel like I said earlier, I feel very strong here when it comes to relationship. But some of you Cancer could have two, and you have to decide out of the two energy which one you really, really want. So I feel like that there could be some kind of decision made in the love energy here as far as who do you want. And you're going to make that decision this month. I'm also seeing here too where I feel like that this is a good time for love for a lot of you Cancers. Like I say, if you're in love, the love is going to get stronger. If you're dealing with a new love, it's going to be very powerful here. And I even see a Cancer energy where I feel like an old love can come back. So it could be energy here of someone. I even see, oh, wait a minute, I'm dropping stuff here. I even see a Cancer here where you could have someone that you might have been dealing with in the past and they come back. So this is like an old love energy that I see that's here. So I'm seeing that vibration that's there. I'm also seeing here too where I feel a Cancer that there could be a real strong temptation that I see. So somebody is going to come on you really, really strong that I see that's here. I'm also seeing a Cancer here that you have to make up your mind exactly what you want to do, because there could be a triangle relationship, and I feel like if you're hiding it, you're not going to be able to hide it. So it's going to come to the forefront here. Well, Cancer, this is a busy time here for you. A lot going on here, a lot of things here, a lot of positive energy. So Cancer, this is a good time for you. Realize that and know it, and continue much success, and happy tea time.